in terms of the quality of our play. It's something globally that everybody has to deal with, and I like the way the group embraced the challenges of it this week. And so on the injury front, Trey Edmonds wasn't able to finish the game with a hamstring. We had some normal bumps and bruises associated with play. It was good to get Tyson Alualu back, Derek Watt back. We're going to need contributions from those guys down the stretch. We got Avery Williamson, some defensive snaps today. So a lot of positivity, a lot of things to build upon as we move forward and get ready for our next test, which is on the road in Jayville. Questions?
Jerry Dulac?
Mike, relative to your opening point, I mean, Ben doesn't practice all week and then comes out and, is attacking downfield and, big game with yards and touchdowns. You surprised at all he can play like that with no practice, basically?
No, and like I said earlier in the week, there was less anxiety in terms of dealing with him in these circumstances, maybe than some of the circumstances that he and I have been in the past, where his health was a factor in terms of availability. His health was not a factor, so we had very little reservations about his ability to perform once we got him to the stadium.
Brooke Pryor.
Mike, was this the most complete performance that you've seen from your defense today, especially given the way that things went down in Dallas last week? Just what did you like about what you guys were able to do there, limiting the Bengals?
I like what we did on third down. I wouldn't call the rest of it the most complete, whatever you refer to it as. Third down was complete. We were really good on the possession downs, and I thought that defined the day for the group.
Dejan Kovacevic.
Mike, how important was it for the offense we've been talking about deep balls for a while and asking you about it for Ben to connect on the long one there with Deontay, and do you feel that opened up the passing game at all?
There's no question, but they were packing the line of scrimmage pretty good, and so some of the run sledding was difficult. So, we weren't surprised that there were opportunities in the passing game, particularly down the field.
Joe Rudder.
Did you expect to have to throw it as many times as you did today? And is the run game getting to be a little bit of a concern?
We're a balanced group. We can give it to you however you want it. If you want to pack a bunch of people on the line of scrimmage, then we're going to throw it. You play two high safeties, we're capable of running it. And that's what I mean when I say we strive to be a balanced group. We want to be able to move it however we choose, or maybe, over commitments and so forth from defenses that dictate it. We're okay with that too.
Mark Taboli.
Mike, do you think you starting with the message in late July, if things might be different this year in the way of preparation, set a tone for potentially what happened this week?
I was hopeful. Those were my intentions. None of us have a crystal ball, but, I've been around long enough to know that this season was going to lack fluidity at times, and there were going to be some challenges. And so, that's just prudent business to work to get out in front of it, or at least shape the group's mentality in terms of dealing with it.
Mike Pursuta.
Mike, Brooks wasn't activated until very late in the preparation process. I assume the plan was to use him some in sub all along. Why was that, and what convinced you that Marcus Allen was the guy in the dime?
We're just being challenged by player availability, and we got some young guys that are working hard every day and earning an opportunity to play and play defense. And guys like Marcus Allen and Antoine Brooks, man, are working their tails off every day and getting better. And, losing guys, Devin Bush, Ulysses Gilbert, Mike Hilton, that's providing opportunities like some of the guys that you mentioned. And we don't fear giving them an opportunity to play, provided they earn it. And those guys have earned it with work during the course of the week. And we'll take a look at the tape and move forward. And hopefully it strengthens us as a collective moving forward. I know that, getting Mike Hilton back and having Antoine Brooks with some experience that he gained tonight is not a bad thing for us.
Jeff Hathorn.
Mike, what leads to or keys that success on third down?
We were just trying to mix things up. We didn't want to give him any clean looks. We wanted to play some man-to-man. We played some man-to-man. It was important to minimize Tyler Boyd. I can't say enough the level of respect that we have for him and what he does in the game, and particularly on the inside on possession downs. And so, a lot of our plan was to work to at least minimize his impact at that moment.
Didi Kinkabala.
3 weeks in a row, Coach Tomlin, you've lauded your team's resiliency in being able to finish. Today, when they're a little bit more dominant, what was the feeling for you?
I don't. My emotions are less are less important than the work. I don't get caught up in my emotions, to be quite honest with you. I'm focused on being what they need me to be, and I just think that's the job that all of us as coaches have.
A few more, Jerry Dulac.
Hey, Coach, I know you gave up, but you had a big return by Ray.
I'm sorry, you chopped up a little bit. I missed some of the question.
I'm sorry. You gave a fake punt, but you had the big return by Ray McLeod, and your punter bailed you out a couple times with some big kicks.
Yeah, we knew the circumstances that they were in from a special team unit standpoint. They were going to be aggressive, just like Dallas was aggressive a week ago. I think that just comes with wearing the crown, if you will. We're going to get people's best shot. We're going to get plays such as that, and we got to do a better job than we've done in the last couple of weeks in terms of dealing with it. In terms of Ray, he's been really consistent in terms of being a potential game breaker for us, and we're excited about his growth and development. We'll just keep working and keep getting him to stadiums.
Two more, Jenna Harner.
Mike, this team is so dominant against rookie quarterbacks. You guys are 25-4 since 2004. What does it mean that this defense is consistently able to make statements against rookies, especially ones that are in your division?
I don't want to make too much out of it. I'd imagine everybody's record is generally pretty good versus rookie quarterbacks. I'd imagine rookie quarterbacks lose more than they win. Experience is a big element of that job. So, we don't read too much into that. Our job was to beat the Bengals today.
Final one, Will Graves.
Mike, I'm curious, will you guys remain in that intensive protocol this week? And I guess what's your level of comfort there, having been through it now a couple weeks in a row?
I'd imagine that we're going to remain where we are. I don't know how comfortable I am. I don't know that any of us are comfortable. But we better be comfortable with what it is that we need to do.